Proverbs in action, number 1, learning English through pictures. Let us get this started with now. Our final 10, truth is stranger than fiction. 2's a company, 3's a crowd. 2 wrongs don't make a right. A watched pot never boils. What the eye doesn't see, the heart doesn't grieve over. You can't make an omelet without breaking eggs. You can't get or fit a quart into a pint pot, you know? You can't judge or tell a book by its cover. You never know what you can do until you try it. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Incredible. Just incredible. Now let us get started with now. Let's start off with truth is often stranger than fiction. Now, truth is often stranger than fiction, yes, for certain reasons. Things that exist in the real world are often more surprising than the things that the human imagination can invent. Like, starships, pterodactyls are way more surprising than starships. No, it's not a dragon, Johnny. Dragons are imaginary creatures. This creature actually existed millions and millions of years ago. It's a flying dinosaur. You see, children, truth is often stranger than fiction, which is why science is such a fascinating subject. Isn't it supposed to be history, not science? Did the people millions of years ago mistake it for a dragon myth? Oh my goodness gracious, how do I explain to him that people didn't exist millions and millions of years ago? And then I'm going to explain it to him that we know this pterodactyl exists. Right, next up, we have 2's a company and 3's a crowd. Now, 2's a company and 3's a crowd. This means that a third person is sometimes unwelcome and 2 people want to be alone together. Like 2 friends just want to be with each other right now, but then they don't want the third person to be there as well too. Sarah and Julia are best friends. Lucy would most dearly like to make it a threesome. May I join you? But it's a hard lesson to learn. Can I be umpire? When 2 people really want to do everything together, can I put the pieces back in the box? 2 is a company and 3 is a crowd. Can I? Goodness gracious, we don't have anywhere else for a third person to sit. Okay, now this time is 2 wrongs don't make a right. I'll think about this again. 2 wrongs don't make a right. Now, let me explain something to you. Let's start off with -1. This is a wrong. Let's go ahead and let's put that with another wrong. And then you get 1. Let's make this into a bigger wrong. Oh, you made it a bigger right. See? 2 wrongs do make a right, but unfortunately only in math. Okay, looks like a car knocked a guy off of his bike, and now he's just pedaling his bike towards that car. He finds the car, and then he busted the car. But he knocked me off my bike. That's all very well, but 2 wrongs don't make a right. Yeah, right. Righto, next up, we have this. A watched pot never boils. Now, a watched pot never boils. This is when you wait for something to happen, like you wait intently for it to happen. It feels like it's going to take longer for it to happen. It happens. It makes it feel much longer for it to happen. Mary planted some seeds in her garden. She looked every day to see if they had started growing. A watched pot never boils. Mary went away for a few days to visit a friend. When Mary came home, wow, flowers! Yeah, flowers, lots and lots of beautiful flowers. Yeah, that's incredible. Next up, we have this. What the eye doesn't see, the heart doesn't grieve over. Let me explain this proverb first. What the eye doesn't see, the heart doesn't grieve over. This means that, well, if you cannot see something bad or not know about it, then it will definitely not upset you. Like, if you don't know that you dropped the french fry and then someone gave you the french fry and you ate it, it tastes the same because whether you like it or not, dropped french fries taste the same as actual french fries. Unless there's like a bunch of dust on it now, but then you can see it. There's been an accident in the kitchen. Ah! And now there's a crisis. The people at table 6 want their steaks now. This shouldn't happen in a smart restaurant. But what the eye doesn't see, the heart doesn't grieve over. The steaks were especially good. Our compliments to the chef. Yes. This is incredible, though. Righto, next up we have this. You can't make an omelet without breaking eggs. Now, omelets are omelets. You can't do anything about that, unfortunately. But there is something you can do about something else. You can't make an omelet for breaking eggs. If you want to achieve something important, you must expect what you do have to do to have some unpleasant effects. I agree that this is a very pretty part of the world, but it's also the best place to put the new high-speed railway. Without the new railway, our country's economy will inevitably decline. You can't make an omelette I'm afraid, without breaking eggs. Well, yeah, that's the thing. This is incredible. You can't make an omelette without breaking these eggs. If you want to achieve something important, you have to expect to have some unpleasant effects. Righto, next up we have can't fit a quart into a pint pot. Now this means that you cannot get something large into a space that's smaller than it is. Like a large person can't wear a small suit. When a shop has a sale, a lot of the clothes that are offered at reduced prices are for people who are bigger or smaller than average. Sam loves the sweater and it's a real bargain, but it's a small size sweater, and Sam isn't a small size man. He tried it on, but unfortunately you can't fit a quart into a pint. Yeah. Now, for those of you who don't know what a quart is, 2 pints is equal to 1 quart. So you probably can't fit a pint into a quart. Unless my math is not mathing and my brain is not braining. Correct me on that, please. Next up, we have mustn't judge a book by its cover. Now, when you mustn't judge a book by its cover, it means that you can't discover what that person truly is by simply looking at their outward appearance. Mr. Strong looks like an ordinary little man, doesn't he? But you mustn't judge a book by its cover. When danger threatens, quicker as a flash, he turns into Strong Man, the hero of the city. Gee, thanks, Strong Man! Oh, I see where this is going. They really want to emulate Superman, don't they? They even made him look like a Clark Kent knockoff. Righto! Number 59. We're almost there. Hang in there! Hang in there! Just a little bit more. Here we have, you never know what you can do until you try. You never know what you can do until you try. Here's the thing. People are often able to do things that they believe they can't do. Only can't do them because they never tried to do them. They only think that they can't do them because they never tried to do it. Mary didn't like heights and she didn't like flying. She couldn't imagine how people could actually jump out of airplanes and skydive. The very idea made her tremble. But Mary's uncle was a firm believer that you never know what you can do until you try. He offered to give $10,000 to charity if Mary did a skydive. Mary is never, ever going to do it again, but she is quite glad she did it once. Next time we have, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Scratch yours. Now, this means that if you go ahead and you do a favor for someone else, then he will do a favor towards you in return. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, because I have a pretty big itch on my back, so if you could show kindness to scratch it a little bit, I will be able to go ahead and scratch yours next time. Mr. Big has some goods he wants to get rid of. He calls in his associate, Mr. Little. You scratch my back, Mr. Little, says Mr. Big. Maybe one day I'll scratch yours. Maybe, he said, maybe. Mr. Little has had to pay a lot of real money for a lot of forged banknotes that he doesn't really want. But then, he doesn't really want Mr. Big to scratch his back either, because his definition of scratching his back is stab you in the back. That's it, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, because next time, we'll be doing more Proverbs in Action number 2. Until then, shout out now, peace. Bye-bye.